Just general thought.
I think it was our ball movement. I think we had 29 assists. I don't know a time that we've ever had 29 assists. I think we had 14 and a half. So obviously, when you're moving the ball and getting each other really good shots, we all shot a good percentage.
Was the pressure of the game, pressure of the Layshia help you game this?
I think so. It helped fire us up. We also, we know Sancho's clock is ticking. So we wanted to make sure we're giving her some wins. And just pride too. Like, all right, this is getting kind of sad. We want to win a game, and the energy's just been so bad that we're like, all right, we're at home. We also want to give our crowd a good game because we know it's been tough and they've been sticking with us through the years. Yeah.
Just defensively, talk about the fourth quarter, the last 4 or 5 possessions for them. You struggled throughout the game, but it looks like in the last half of the game you were able to get some stops there.
Right. Usually I think like you get stops, but not good offensive play. So we just kind of changed our lineup or the way we were playing Stewie a little bit. So I think that helped. We started fronting her and really jamming up on Sue to not give her passing lanes. I think Sancho did a great job of staying loose. There were so many times where I think someone was open, but someone got a hand on the ball and tipped it, and so that saved us the possession to score.
You talk about the defensive rotation. I saw several players on Sue and several on Brianna Stewart. Just talk about the game plan of trying to rotate different players on those offensive threats.
Right. You got to stay fresh when you're guarding Sue because she's bouncing. She looks like she's 25 out there running around, and so just staying fresh on her. I think we try and put kind of our most athletic player on her, like Slim Sykes. I was on her a few times. Just keeping the fresh bodies on her because stopping the ball is really difficult full court, and they're always guarding her. You get hit by a screen, so. Fresh bodies.
What have you seen from rookie Brittany Sykes? Like, what is your opinion of her? It's her first year, it's a lot of pressure minutes. What is your opinion of her game?
She showed up big time. I think I've seen a lot of growth in her, especially the last couple of games, where she's looking to drive and kick more and make different plays that she wouldn't have early in the year. So there was times early in the year where she was nervous, so she just shot the ball. Whereas like a rookie sometimes might turn it over, she would just shoot it, or like Sykes, it's not a good shot. And so now I see times where she's taking less and less of those quote bad shots in the games, and so I think that's a huge point of growth for her. She has the ball in her hands a lot, so we have to trust her to make good shots. So to make that kind of growth in in a season as a rookie is a big deal. We're asking a lot of her, and I forget she's a rookie at times, but in this league you don't have time to be a rookie, so we're like, come on, you got to pick it up. And so I think she's responded to the challenge really well. I'm proud of her.
At what point of the game did you feel like you took the momentum?
Ooh, that's good. I feel like Brittany's 3 I think bounced in, so I think that was because I looked up and we were up 5, and that's 2 big possessions in the game versus making down.
What do you think about your last game this Saturday?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think we need it. We're playing my old team, so I'm always fired up, and I try and score 100 on them. Our possibly last home game of the season, last regular home game. So again, want to give the crowd a good show. We're still fighting for that playoff miracle as well. So it's a big win that we got to get.
Do you think this one will propel you through your next 4 games and into the playoff? Do you think this one will propel the team into the playoff through your next 4 games?
Yeah, because of the position we put ourselves in, we have to bank on some other people losing. But I think the momentum of having to win, everyone's just like happy, and the energy's good again. So you can't take that for granted and score, because on the opposite end, it weighs when you're losing. You can tell we're all just like in a rut. So I think that positive momentum is priceless.
Even though it was a big win for you guys, how do you think you guys still
improve? I think looking at this game, I think we had all the starters had around 10 or 12 shots, so we saw a very balanced offensive set where sometimes you see 18 and 6, and some nights it's going to be someone's number over someone else, but I think the big key for us was the assists that we had. Again, carrying that of it felt good to get easy shots instead of I'm driving and shoot over 2 people, and now we're sad because we have to run that on defense. So again, taking those good things from this game, like our assist and our ball movement, we keep improving. There's times where our body language is bad. We're only down 2 and we're still kind of oh God. And I think that's because we've been losing so much, so it's kind of like that fear of oh God, we're going to lose again, and staying up, because the games that road, you can be down 6 with a minute to go and still come back and win.
Speaking of balance and assists, congratulations on your record, but where do you think your role as a point guard plays in that? When do you go to score and when you run the attack and pass the ball?
Right, I think that's the hardest balance as a point guard that I struggle with all of my career, and I talk a ton with my personal trainers. When do you get someone else involved? When do you go for your shot? But for me, I think it's being aggressive and looking to score, because people have to play you honest, and if you're coming off screens looking to pass, they're not going to actually guard you. So when I look to be aggressive and then people come and guard me, I'm like, oh, I make the easy pass, so it makes it a lot easier when you're aggressive.
You mentioned twice about giving everybody a good show and amazing pass in the second quarter. How much are you thinking about that when you're playing, as much as winning, as much as scoring, about giving everybody a good show?
A little bit. I think it's more in my style of play is to smile and be happy, and I play really gritty and tough. But it's a game, and I think there's a lot of young people who watch us, and so for me, I'm not thinking of it consciously, but I'm thinking of it in the person, in the brand, and the type of player I want to be every night is. I want to put on a good show, and whether we win or lose, I want them to know that I gave my heart out there, that I fought hard, that I wasn't.
And that it's enjoyable.
Yeah,
I love that. And it was
exactly.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Great.
So far, what do you think about your season?
Team or personal?
Team.
We were picked last, so we did better than that. But I think we know we have a lot more talent than our record shows. But talent is obviously never enough. There's a lot more chemistry and ball movement and assists and getting everyone to work together. So I think we're not where we know we could have been. But I'm still proud of us for fighting back. And it's all about growing and getting better. And so again, what do we have left of the season? 3 more games, possibly more. What are we going to do with that?
Okay, so we're all